This animation shows some of the different coloured wavelengths that exist within visible light. You can see that the red shape moves only slowly with less energy, creating longer wavelengths behind it, while the blue shape bounces along quickly with lots of energy, which forms smaller wavelengths behind it. This video will look at how plants are able to efficiently capture different wavelengths of light, such as these ones, in order to conduct photosynthesis. Photosynthesis reactions occur in chloroplasts, and the process involves converting carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen with the power of light energy. The water is absorbed by the roots of the plant and then is transported up through the stems and into the leaves of the plant. Carbon dioxide is taken up and oxygen gas is released through pores called stomata, or stoma for the singular. This picture here shows a stoma. In this open position, the stoma allows carbon dioxide gas to pass into the leaf, as well as oxygen gas to leave the leaf, and then is able to close to stop those from occurring. Now that we know how these reactants get into the leaf, we can look more closely at where photosynthesis occurs. The chloroplast organelles are located in mesophyll cells. The mesophyll cells are found in the middle of the leaf, between the top side and the underside of the leaf. The name mesophyll is derived from the cell's location. So meso means middle, while phyll means leaf. So the mesophyll is referring to the middle leaf. This picture shows the side-on slice of a leaf, where this is the top of the leaf, and this is the bottom of the leaf. And you can see in this picture that we have two stomata in the open position on the underside of the leaf. But this is where the photosynthesis occurs. If we look more closely at a mesophyll cell, you can see that there is a big pocket of air in the middle. This pocket of air is called a vacuole, and the vacuole is important for the storing of carbon dioxide and oxygen gases during the production of glucose with photosynthesis. What's really important in the mesophyll cells, though, are the chloroplasts, and you can see them here in green on this image. Chloroplast density in a mesophyll cell can range from 40 all the way through to 200 chloroplasts per cell, which means that in 1 square millimetre you could have up to 500,000 chloroplasts present. This means that each cell has an incredible capacity to produce energy. So if we look even closer at a chloroplast, we can see that they are well designed for photosynthesis because they have an incredibly large surface area to conduct the photosynthetic reactions on. A chloroplast has two outer membranes. These outer membranes are a feature from its previous life as a free-living cyanobacteria. Inside the chloroplast are thylakoids. Thylakoids are little hollow, coin-like shapes made up of the thylakoid membrane. These thylakoids stack up to form a granum. Each chloroplast contains multiple grana which are connected with more thylakoid membranes, as you can see here. Around all of this is a fluid called the stroma. This fluid, which fills all the spaces in a chloroplast, contains ribosomes, DNA, and enzymes. Make sure that you don't confuse the stroma on the inside of the chloroplast with the stoma, which, as I mentioned previously, is the gas-exchanging pore on the surface of the leaf. The structures that thylakoid membranes form within a chloroplast increase the surface area for photosynthetic reactions to occur in. If we look even closer at the thylakoid membranes, we can see these things called photosystems, shown in this diagram here. Photosystems are units which consist of around 300 chlorophyll molecules, as well as 50 other accessory pigments, which help to catch the other wavelengths of light. These chlorophyll molecules and accessory pigments are anchored together in the thylakoid membranes with proteins. These photosystems are where the photosynthesis reactions happen. Each photosystem can be broken down into components that have different roles. The reaction center is where one chlorophyll A molecule which is a primary pigment, works with the associated proteins to actually do the photosynthetic reaction. All the other pigments in the photosystem are called antenna pigments. These antenna pigments work kind of like solar cells in a solar panel to collect light, and then funnel the light to the reaction center for the photosynthesis reaction, as you can see in this diagram. So all of these different pigments are channeling the energy towards the reaction center over here for photosynthesis to occur. Because each pigment is only doing one job, it can do its job at maximum efficiency. Non-primary chlorophyll and other accessory pigments are able to catch the maximum amount of light and then pass this energy onto the reaction center. The reaction center is then free to conduct the photosynthesis reaction at maximum capacity. So, in summary, photosynthesis reactions happen within the photosystems of a chloroplast. And within a photosystem, each pigment has a role in the photosynthesis process to increase overall productivity and absorb the maximum amount of light possible. The high amount of thylakoid membranes within each chloroplast provides a large surface area which increases the potential number of photosystems and photosynthetic reactions occurring in a chloroplast at any one time. The overall structure of the leaf also helps with the intake and output of reactants and products of the photosynthesis reactions.